Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Danny Torres, New Race. I am going to introduce you to the new and only cryptocurrency. Services like no other. State-of-the-art, one of a kind. Listen up now. So what we have here is the future of cryptocurrency. It's beyond what you see right here in the market of all cryptocurrencies that you see. I have intellectual property, whatever applies to it's called NFT cryptocurrency by Pr0 Se. So now, it's a trademark service mark protected by trademark service mark copyrights and any additional intellectual property that it may apply. You could go into my Shopify store and read up on the methods and the formula that associates my service mark and trademark. So you read and stay within the guidelines. Let's just start there. Where you could get it, Shopify. What's the name? Let me correct that. NFT, cryptocurrency together. By Pr0 Se. And the E has a little dot on the top at the end of Pr0 Se. So look that up. So before I get to start, you know where you can find my cryptocurrency. Now, let me talk to you about it. I created this formula about a year or so ago. I've heard about cryptocurrency beforehand, and just reading more into it, I never really got the grips of what it actually defines. Or only that you could have a digital currency, and if you have a demand for it, then it's something as a good, it's something as a service or something that you have that is worth to somebody. And that's all I could get. And every time I tried to it wasn't like throughout the whole years when it first came into the market, I probably I wasn't looking for it. It just popped out. I wasn't really looking into it. But the stories and people defining it was just always something else that I couldn't connect with. So no matter how big the number is, it wasn't enticing because I don't go by a number. I go by what is it? What do you mean by certain things in the market are coming into place that are other ways to use currency? So let's see. And then when I started seeing that everybody had their own ways, so I was like, I might as well not look into anybody's ways and how it goes with. All I need to know is what's the basics. I started there. So I searched the information. What is cryptocurrency? What is the basics of it? Once I got that information on what's the basics, where I don't have to go anywhere else to figure it out, I just want to know the definition and the basics. Now, from there, I wanted to create my own. Because I had the information of what it is, and what it was. Now, from there, I wanted to just start from scratch. Nothing influenced me. Nothing came to me. Although I am, since my early teenage years, I was a customer service manager in the biggest wholesale store in the world. And I'm really connected with business and people and how exchanges not only with money, but just exchanges with the people and the relationship between the money and the products and the service all together meant so much to me, because that's how I learned how to provide somebody with a service that I have. So genuinely, I'm not seeing the big number to just jump into something like that. That's not what I'm here in all, although business is business. As the business grows, you see the numbers grow. That's logic. So I wanted to secure that I could create one without anybody's, just with my genuine, like all of my years of practices. I mean, I've achieved #1 in sales, regional, #1 in sales, international. I've reached Forbes Masters with the expertise of customer service and engagement with this business and services. These are things that I know I'm good for. So I want to bring into the coin or into the currency. And then what we have is that I wanted to keep my indigenous practices and beliefs. So I dedicated, and these all these transactions are under these practices of indigenous care and wellness and well-being. So thank you for my ancestors that shown a lot of the reasons why we are knowledgeable and we are as creative and we are in tune and connected with each other to give each other the best and the better service that you could possibly think of and give for one another. With that being said, I created the image for my cryptocurrency. I went into the art studio. I said I like the color of life. So this is something that I already had created already. So I said, let me get that genuinely like there. And then I said, let's put a whole, like a zero. And then you know that there's a symbol with a zero and it looks like it's part of like the currency, a currency symbol. Although like the circle is the world and the universe, like the earth and the universe. And when you have knowledge within the connections between, you have it all. So I wanted to have a whole connection between the relationship between Earth, the universe, and our essence. Energy, food source, enlightenment, everything. So I kept that as my symbol. That's the symbol that you're gonna see when you go to Shopify. That's my symbol. So I created that symbol originally in the art studio. Then I said, okay, so then I'm going to need what is considered, what do you need for cryptocurrency? You needed to have a blockchain and you needed to have a wallet. Although I wasn't looking at what was the purpose of needing certain services, pay other people, when I said I could put all of this, find a formula to put it together where I don't really need the blockchains to companies and services. Like I have my own independence. So this formula is formed for independency to go about your business. You have your cryptocurrency. So you have your image. So I have my image already. Now I need to make sure that the transaction that comes with my cryptocurrency has a blockchain and also it has a wallet that identifies and represents the cryptocurrency. So as any other cryptocurrency, you create the image, you get an image for it, and then you go under whoever has a service for a blockchain or a wallet. I eliminated these charges. It's like extra stuff. So I had to figure out a formula that I haven't seen to get into the blockchain and get it under the wallet. So I did just that. I saw that Bitcoin didn't invent, or is not a new technology. So Bitcoin did not even create a blockchain. So I'm like, who created a blockchain? So I'm asking the right questions. So they're just using the blockchain to get a good or a service. He did something else with it. So I need to do my own thing. And I don't really need anybody else's blockchain. When I have PayPal, there's Cash App, there's Venmo, although PayPal has been doing transactions longer and had blockchains before Bitcoin. So that's when I started seeing, so none of these companies even have their like a technology. Even if they say, well, my computer is bigger and does this, all of these things that are reliable that people use for years before using Bitcoin, they're really reliable when PayPal is there and other services that they've used. So much so that they still use it today, and so much so that they're actually probably more of the pioneers than how other services are using it now. Not only that, when they get a hold of how I jumped into it, then I have my own formula and I have my own service and unique methods to use to be able to create your own cryptocurrency and sell, buy, trade, do your own independent forms. 1099, you could do the whole independent and claim your cryptocurrencies on your tax return on your own, which this is how you're going to have the value of how much currency is out there is legitimate. You'll have the legitimate things that any cryptocurrency has. Me personally, I have to reinstate my company. So I have no intentions as of now to go public. You know, I'm not even because I'm looking to move soon. I don't want to base my my company in lands that I'm not going to be. My company is not going to have that catered to. So I'm already making those moves so I could give everybody 100%. So I'm holding on, and I have my intellectual property. I have the trademarks. I have the service marks, copyright, intellect. You know, it's all protected. So if you don't see a business associated with it, it doesn't have to have a business associated with it. Although I had the currency was under a business that needs to be reinstated. As of now, I'm not sure if that's where I'm going to go with it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll reinstate it to like sell it to my new place where I'm living, to have the sale of the company like to a different country. I might just reinstate it for that purpose. Otherwise, like everything you see on the Facebook that's under my name, it's my property, intellectual property, service mark, trademark. These are all copyright. These are all under the law protected whether I have my business or not, and I could service you. I could service you legally and sell currency. And you can do it as well. You claim yours 10, 11. Everybody claims their own at the end of the day. That's the way it works with any currency or any type of business you deal with when it has to do with crypto. So currency. So let's just go with that. Let's go with that. Now what we have, I created the image. I have my cryptocurrency. Now I need it associated with the blockchain. The blockchain is what's the transaction gonna how's the transaction gonna be? Is it gonna be on the blockchain? Yes. So you have now when you making the transaction with your currency, all of it is backed up by a blockchain. All of it. They're more of a pioneer than Bitcoin is on that. They have more insights than you could say on that. So being reliable, more than reliable. Better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not the pioneer of any of it. So I don't look for that. I have my backup, and that's better for me. So then when all is all, they give you the encoded. You have an encoded. You have a crypt is encrypted. So now the value, who bought it, how much, when they buy, and if they sell it, buy it. Every time you make a transaction for whatever you sell it for, you will have the crypto in that currency, and you will know the value of how much that cryptocurrency went for, or whatever trade, or whatever sale, or whatever purchase you do with it. And then you, as a person, at the end of the year, you 1099 everything you do on it, which that's what they do in the stock market and with anything that has to do with trades and stuff. You could do that. And then what I did was I needed my wallet. I needed, that's why I went to Shopify. Shopify even has the section, if you have a cryptocurrency, you could have your, you could make somewhat of a, you make how many cryptocurrency, you can put as much as you want. And as far as validating how much, if you're going to sell it for, that's on whoever is you independently, you could put whatever well, first, there's a disclaimer for the cryptocurrency itself. So it's a service it's a service mark, it's copyright, intellectual property, and service mark, trademark, protected. So there's a formula that you have to go by. Inside that formula, it does tell you that it goes for a certain price. Now, if you want to sell it for something else, anything lost, anything more, that's on you. You can't do that. But it does have a set price. Although it's optional that you can, it has rules and terms and conditions in the disclaimer. So you can read it. It's right on the Shopify description. Don't miss it. It even has all these opportunities with franchising. Again, I haven't reinstated the company, so I can't really put on the franchise as of yet. But as you see, I even have that connected with my the methods and the algorithm formulas that I have for people who benefit off of it. So now, once you generate the encrypted, you could do a paper that shows the encryption with your currency, with your cryptocurrency symbol that symbolize your cryptocurrency. So you have by paper and digitally both. You have your cryptocurrency. So I use these methods to create my own cryptocurrency. This market you cannot use unless I have any of my rights. You cannot use. So I can give you give you rights to use for the license fee. So as of now, if you're a business, you could license fee my service mark for the crypto, and you could start generating money with it, and then me, until I put it in the market to get evaluated to see if I get shares, make it public. I'm not gonna do that for now. So, but you could feel free to as a license, if you pay a license fee, I'll let you use my service. And guess what? If your company now starts generating, now you could go public with your company. And your own company can actually generate could generate its worth. And you can make your own in the stock market for it. So just be aware of all the things that you can do with it. Not only that, the only way that you could buy there's certain products and services that's connected to the currency. And this is what makes the currency even more desirable and more thoughtful and more heartful, because it's for people's lives to better. So I have birthmarks. My birthmarks is also service mark, trademark, copyright, and any intellectual property that applies is protected by it. There's certain methods, and it's a formula you use in birthmarks, and it's explained in I have Facebook that explains it. I have also some YouTube channel that explains it. So I have birthmarks. Birthmarks, you could now generate from child's birth. You could use the name. Now you put copyright on the suffix, on the end of the name, in the first name or the second name, the middle name or the last name. Either you could put all three, or you could put the trademark. You could put the trademark symbol. You could put the service mark letters. You could put the copyright symbol, and this is your birthmark. It's a unique way to put your child in perspective, to be in a productive community that helps the child generate education, income, stability. It helps from being homeless, from going hungry, from being stilled, can't move, no mobility, transportation, and helps creative development of new businesses. So this is something very, very special. And again, it's just services, all these other services. And not only that, the orange pages, I have another service that I incorporated with the different services together, where you can exchange business to business or individuals. You can exchange your currency into cash, any types of cash. So I already have done this already. Like these are all service marks with formulas that are legitimate. You could use them legitimately. And you're not seeing this out there. Why you're not seeing this out there? Because you want to talk about extra and maybe like, I just eliminated millions and millions of dollars that people have to invest in making chain blocks, making wallets, going under chain blocks. I mean, I pay a few bucks for the service to keep up, for the currency to keep flowing, a few bucks for the month. So I'm guessing you have to pay a few bucks for the month plus the chains that you have connected to all these trades and these sales and these buys. All these generates probably billions of dollars. And when it comes to me, zero. I eliminated that using the formula, using these methods for my service mark. So NFT, cryptocurrency, By Pr0 Se. That's where it's at right there. Now, just leave a comment, leave any questions. If you want to see a seminar, if you want to see me live, we could do that. We could get to where we need to get with this. I would rather be in a room with all these innovators. If you see that I have, the spark is already on. Now we want that. It depends how the level of lighting you want to put on it. So shine on. We all in the universe. We all part of everything. We all in that gold dust. I just want to be part of everything that has to do with a need that I can service. If I have what it takes to innovate through it and pull out these intellectual properties, these services, these methods and formulas to help economically, to help in different areas, to end homeless, with the service mark of birthmark. Now, the people that are paying for the license, now you have the child generating as a gift. I'm giving as a gift $7,500 every year. If you're under, whether the child or you have your change of name, and you have the birthmark associated with it for services, then with me, for people using that and under the circumstances of how the birthmark works, as explained and described, then that I generate, is going to you. It will go to you, because if I could take people out of being homeless, man, I would like to do that. I would love to do that, because that will make you be more productive. You don't have to worry about something that millions and people go through. I mean, I have stories. People going hungry. People, there's a lot of it during the pandemic too. Even after, people can't find the stability, because there's a lot of things that are not even put together. So I'm here to cater. I look at all of this. And like I said, I've been looking at marketing and how to service for goods and services. I'm here. So if you like this video, if you like what I'm doing for you, and you want more of it, then hit the like button. And I'll talk to you soon.